We are doing stuff today in the real world. We're going to make this into a smart right using this switch and the right side of it. So we start off with a health and safety notice. I'm qualified and happy doing this. Do not copy unless you're happy doing it. And make sure you're always safe with electricity, because it can and will kill you. That's the important notice. The other notice is the camera work is awful, except when she must be obeyed helped. Okay, let's roll some credits. So I've switched the electric off at this point, and I'm using my mini power screwdriver to take the switch cover off and see what's inside. I'm a bit concerned of finding out what's on the left-hand switch, because that's a second socket to something and makes it a little bit more exciting. But I'm hoping the right hand side is easy, and I'm now getting so scared I am not pointing the camera in the right place. Okay, so neutral and earth's at the back, so I've got a neutral, which is really good. The right hand side, I've got one live coming in and one live going out to the next circuit, and then I've got one live going up to the light socket, so this should be quite easy. Explain about the wires a bit more. In this diagram, you can see there's a wire coming in and a wire coming out. So that's the electricity coming in from the fuse board, consumer unit, whatever you're going to call it, and the wire going out to the next light on this circuit. So they're both on. If the electricity was on, they'd both be on all the time. We then got the wire at the bottom there. That's going to the bulb. So when you switch the switch, electricity goes from the top to the bottom and then out to the bulb and makes the light come on. So I've now set up the smart switch. I could leave it until I've sorted out the cables and the things in the light socket, but I need to make sure it works before I get there. So I need a smart switch. I've got one of these. They all basically work the same way, Zigbee, Wi-Fi, etc. They all have the same thing. This is a 3-way Zigbee switch. I need that. The other thing I need to do to set it up is one of these. This I lovingly call a death cable. Why do I call it a death cable? Well, because it's got a plug on this end and it's got 2 live wires on that end. So I plug this into the plug socket and I don't look after this end, it'll cause a death. So let's set things up. So let's wire this up. I'll just point something out. That is not plugged in and won't be plugged in until I'm ready for it to be plugged in. So you're looking in here, there is a live in and a neutral in. So I've got a live cable and a neutral cable. Let's screw the live one in first. Like that. And the neutral one. Like that. I'm now reasonably happy. I'm actually going to show you the other side for a second. So, because this is a Zigbee, there's a pairing button that you have to hold down for, I think it's 10 seconds. So I'm going to hold it on its side for a minute. I'm going to plug the power lead in. so, and it's not done anything. Now that might be a good thing, that might be a bad thing, I don't know. So I'm gonna get the software ready. So I'm gonna, because it's Zigbee, I'm gonna click it to auto join. So I'll just pause recording for a second. So I'm all set up in ZHA to be looking for discovered devices. So I go around the back here and hold down the button for 10 seconds. And it starts to flash. I can let go now. Hopefully you saw that flash. On the screen to my right, we have the new device found. And it's got 3 bulbs. Let's switch one of them on and off. You can see it's working. I need one of these to put underneath. One of these all prepared. I'm going to need a hole there. Let's do the hole first of all. We'll put that underneath there so it all lines up, and then draw a little hole like that. You can take a picture of the hole if you wanted. You can see where the hole is going to go. Seen it? And then right, held on with a very important peg. We'll mark where I need to drill a hole there and drill a hole there. One done. So we can put one live in there, and a live out in there, and then I need to sort out this bit, which is too long. So I need to get that into there. So I need to chop it off about there. And then take the end of this off like that. Stick that in there, close that like that, give it a tug, that's all done. So next I need to sort this one out, which is the neutral from the Zigbee thingy. So let's cut that off about there. In there. Oh, need a screwdriver now. Just there. So this needs to go in with the neutrals. Go in with the neutrals. You just have to go in that hole. That's why I prefer the click things, because I can't screw it up. Oh, come on. Oh, sticking tongue out, that means I'm really concentrating, doesn't it? That's that bit done. So, I now need to take this off here, which is there. Right, so I've screwed one of the switches into there, and then I've changed the other one for a longer cable and a blue cable, so it kind of shows the circuit. And I'm just going to tighten it up. My camera lady's gone away, so I'm kind of stuck now. Let's try turning it the right way, shall we? I think that's done. think your screwdriver could do with charging up, don't you?
Sounds like it.
And finally, one. What's it saying?
Less than 10% battery. I think the screwdriver will last longer than your phone.
Right, keep going, because ta-da! So, as you can see, the light is configured using an existing light switch, or you can go into Home Assistant and switch the light on and off. Or set it as automations. It's all set up and running quite happily. In this house, the electrics are all wall mounted, so to get things to fit, I have to use a box underneath. I've tried other ways. You can get an extension out the front. It's probably better using the right colour extension, as this improves the She Who Must Be a Brave approval factor. For bigger controls, like I have this on a fan and it needs a bit chunkier, instead of a little switch, it needs a big chunkier switch. I created a smaller box over there. It's also got, you can see it's got a sensor sticking out the side. Right, I better stop before this video starts being classed as an insomnia cure. But before that, it would be really great if you could like and subscribe. Thanks very much. See you on the next one.